Bold Boy 2 Jar of Despair is out and available to spookify your Halloween. The weird and creepy point and click is back, and I liked the first one so much I just had to help them make the sequel. That's true. Look at this cutie. Look at him. Are you gonna let Bold Boy fall into despair? I hope not. Are you? You better not, you monster. Bold Boy 2 is out right now on Steam.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.
And welcome to Geekenders. It is November the 21st. We're coming up on Thanksgiving in the Americas.
That's true, and I'm excited. Bring on the bird, they say.
Bring on the bird, as all Americans say around this time.
As we Americans say. That's right. That's right. We sit at the table. Bring on the bird.
Bring on the bird. Oh, no. My camera scooched each time I did that.
You'll never know where it was. It's lost.
I guess this is where it is now, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. It has like kind of a Dutch angle on it. That's pretty good.
Yeah. You know, the other thing I love is the second that I started slamming on my desk, the reception with you got infinitely worse suddenly. So clearly I should never touch anything.
You really shouldn't. I don't know what you've done. Why have you done this? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Remember during when the intro was running and you were like, I'm worried about you, but in a fun way. Like, yes. I don't know what you're going to get up to next. And then I immediately broke everything.
I'm regretting saying all of that.
Oh my goodness. How are you, buddy?
Oh, lovely. Excited to be here this fine Friday morning.
Indeed.
Yeah, everything's good over here. A lot of stuff happened this week in the world of the internet. We got the Game Awards announced, and that was fun.
Right.
I discovered Scrandle. That was fun. Life is good.
Why do I know what Scrandle? I've heard of Scrandle. What is Scrandle?
It's where you pick between two crappy foods the British eat, or sometimes America and sometimes Hungary or Italy.
Right.
And you have to pick between the foods, and it's all stuff that are at the like ballparks and the pitches and the things. It is
I've been told that I should play this.
You should.
It
is truly one of the things of the internet. It infuriates me to no end because sometimes people look, because it includes the prices and what you get. Sometimes they look. Sometimes they clearly don't. And they choose choices that are the stupidest of the two. And it makes you mad. And sometimes Hungry shows a piece of bread with onions on it for 85 cents. And that wins every time. And you're like, what are we doing, people? Why are we? You don't even have to eat that. You could save the 85 cents. All I'm saying is, it's just, I don't understand. There was one where you got 5 pints with it, and they chose the other one. I was like, that's 5 pints. That's a steal. What I'm saying is, I had to start thinking like the rest of the world, and what I discovered is I don't like it. I don't like it. But it did get some 10 out of 10s. Basically, yeah, all you do is you go through, there's 10 dual images, and you pick one, and it's based on previous poll results.
Okay.
So then you pick one, and it goes from there, and you can learn and discover all sorts of things about yourself and what you think looks delicious and what doesn't, and then be told by the world that you are wrong. That you are wrong.
Right.
Sometimes Mushy Peas wins. Sometimes it doesn't. There are no rules. Sometimes if there's a chip on the plate, even if it's a plate of like 6 chips, that still beats a burger. And you're like, what do you mean? That's just 6 French fries. What are we doing? And they're like, no, we love chips though. And then you go to the next one, it's got chips. And you select, oh, well, that must, no, sorry, no. We wanted that sludge in a cup. Dodger, did you know that in Norway and some countries, they stick meat broth in a cup and just drink that as like, it's like the sausage water. They scoop the sausage water and then just drink it. What? So what I'm saying is, I don't understand. There's a lot of stuff going on.
So many places where you drink broth. That is
not sausage water. Weird thing. Sausage water is not the same as chicken broth. I refuse to accept that.
Why not?
Because it's sausage water.
Okay. It's water that meat was cooked in, correct?
But you see, here's the difference. The sausage has a membrane around it to keep everything in there, right? Mm-hmm. And so all you're doing is just boiling water around the stank of a sausage. You don't even get the good juices of a sausage because it's still all up in that thing. And then the chicken, you got bones, you got stuff in there. I will knock it. That sausage, that would be like, you're telling me right now, if we went to New York City and you and I went up to a hot dog cart and I said, hey, no dogs, please, just a cup of water for her, that you'd be chill? You'd be like, you know what? I want that. I would have that instead.
Here's the question. Oh, is it hot dog water that you're talking about, or is it sausage water that you're talking about?
Don't play semantics with me.
No.
You're not gonna be like,
I will.
Well, you know what?
I will, because you decided to
broader, as I call it, is so much more delicious than hot dog water.
Hot dog water would be nasty.
Why?
But
what do you got against hot dogs? What do you got against the American sandwich, the hot dog? What do you have against that? What are you trying to do? What are you doing? You leave the country and suddenly you're too good for a hot dog? You can't just have a wiener?
Saying,
you're too good for wiener? You're too good for wiener?
Yeah, I'm too good for wiener, I guess. If you're going to yell it that many times. You know what? I was gonna give it equivalent, but I feel like we hit the peak with this conversation.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm excited for the person who messaged us like, I don't get it. The water really is good. They're making such a big deal out of it.
Why do you guys think this is so weird?
It's not weird. It's just broth, guys.
Water's amazing.
But seriously, no, we should call it broader. Please.
Broader's good. Yeah.
Broader.
I'd try sipping some broader. Because what if it's great?
If you give me enough beers, I'll drink all the broader you got.
Real. Yeah, for sure. Can I tell you the story of why my office has no door on it now?
I believe I know the tale, but please, if you have not done so, did you not tell us last week when your world was falling apart?
Did I? Did I tell you about it last week?
I don't know, but I would love to hear the strength of your husband.
Hold on. No, last week it was that my office had flooded, correct?
Yes.
I don't think my door was busted yet.
Oh, right. I forgot.
It's now my mission to come to this podcast every week with a story that makes you go, thank God I don't live there. And I think I've done pretty well.
It's less of thank God I don't live there and more of like, if only I lived there. I could set them all straight. And then I kiss my muscles and flex a little. Club's so tough.
So last week, I was talking about how we were late to start the podcast because when I came into my office, it was minorly flooded. There was a lot of water where electronics were. It was very stressful. It was a little flood.
Yeah.
Itty bitty flood.
Tiny flood.
So sopped up the water that was dangerous, and we went on with the show, right?
Okay.
So I don't, we moved in here like 3 years ago or something. I don't know how many times this poor door has experienced a lot of water just sitting under it. But the next day, I came up to try and get into my office, and I couldn't get the door open. And I thought to myself, okay, well, it's been raining a bunch. The wood has swollen probably. I was able to sort of get the top part of the door loose from the frame, but the bottom part of the door was stuck in the door frame.
You've had this problem with the door many times where it just gets stuck.
Yes.
Which probably should have been your indication that it experienced water damage in the past. Because, if it warps like that.
You know what? A smarter man might have realized that this door should.
If I was there, I would have pestered you all to fix all those problems. I would have pestered. I learned from the best, Jack and Susan, my heroes. I could pester like nobody's business.
It's a skill.
Yeah.
It's a good skill. In there. The pester.
Yeah. You'll be like sitting down to stream or have dinner with your family, and I'm like, oh, hey, Dodger, really quickly. This thing over here, is it supposed to do that? Yeah.
Guys, I was just looking at your exhaust, and there's some concerning stuff going on over there. Did you not notice that, or what's going on there?
I was tearing apart your washer dryer unit, and do you clean that? Do you get in there and it's fine. We'll leave it. From now on, we're just going to air dry everything. Yeah.
I love that it's just slightly passive aggressive. Did you mean for it to be that way?
Are you? If you're fine with that, we can leave it that way, but it could cause a fire. But if you're all right with that, that's fine.
There's a weird smell in the guest room, specifically on the pillows. If you guys can't smell it, then that's fine. I'm only here for a couple days, but did you not notice that smell was there? Or
I don't want to be a bother.
Anyway.
I just just figured I'd let you know.
Mm-hmm. So the door.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Sam and I say, hey, honey, I've been throwing my full feather class weight into this door and I can't open it. Do you think you could help me? He comes upstairs. He is also pressing against it and can't get it open. He asks if I can go get his phone so that we can shine a light on it. And I hear a concerning noise the second I turn around. I turn back and he goes, I tried to kick it. And his entire foot had just gone through the door. And it was then that we realized that the entire bottom half of the door was completely rotted. I don't even know how it was holding itself together. So that's what happened there.
Can I just say my favorite part of this story is the little detail where I don't, I'm not in your lives as a third, oh, hey, y'all, what's going on? So I don't know the everyday life of you and Sam, but
sure.
I have created sort of a mental image of the movie in my head of the two of you. And in my mind, you know how in kind of sad movies where there's two characters and one's a little slow and they're like, turn away, don't look over there. And mice and men kind of stuff. And it's sure. Right? Sam was like, hey, honey, can you go get me that thing? And as you turned around and were distracted, he did what needed to be done. he
just
was
kicked through the door.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not gonna.
And then when confronted, was like, I did not mean to do that.
Yes. And he didn't want, he knew something could happen. And he didn't want to say, honey, can I kick the door down? He just knew that, like, all right, I got distracted. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for all of us. Right. I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to try to kick the door down. Because look, Sam's rational responses, I know this is true. His rational response to, damn, we've got hornets, wasn't, oh, hey, I'm going to like call someone or deal with it. Man, grabbed it and jumped in a pool. That is the same energy as a guy who's like, I got to kick the door down. All right, she's not going to like this.
Kick the door open.
Yeah, she's not going to like this. And so he was like, hey, honey, can you go? And then when he turned around, he was like, Kya! And he kicked the door in and it broke, but he got it done. He got it done.
True.
And that's what I'm saying is, and he had to do it. That's the crux of the entire story is he had to be like, turn away, baby, turn away. And he did what needed to be done.
Yeah. I was wheeze laughing. It was so funny. Just like to go from I'm trying to get into my office to half of my door is missing. That's crazy. So yeah, I've now ordered a new door. It's getting fitted next week. In the meantime, I have a weird thing sort of covering the hole.
So please tell me again. Because I don't know, every time you talk about your property layout, I get confused. Is this a separate building from your home?
Yeah. So it's like right next to it. It's basically like a separate garage.
Sure. But like, is there just a door open to the wild? Or
yes. Yeah. The door goes directly to the outside. And it has been 1 degree every single day.
Stop, Dodger, stop. Oh my God.
So there's just open fucking air coming into my
What are you doing?
Now.
Surely there is a better way to do this. So where you're at right now is freezing cold.
It's freezing. And do you want me to make it infinitely worse?
Yes, please.
Okay. So my mother-in-law texts me yesterday. My mother-in-law texts me yesterday morning and goes, hey, I don't know how to tell you this, but I saw a rat leaving your office. And I was like, what? She was like, I think whatever you have covering the door, they just chewed through. So there's rats just coming into my office now because there's no barrier.
You mean their office now? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they were coming. I rent this office from the rats now.
Yeah. Twitch.tv/ratjam happening right now. Whenever Dodger's not streaming, go subscribe. I'm sure they're great.
Yeah. What a good idea. I should do that.
Hey, we're the rats. We live in Dodger's home.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the VTube stuff already set up. They can just make one and be like, hey, it's
That's
rats.
What I'm saying.
I'm going to make this conspiracy theory right now. Every VTube thing you do, just the rats. It's not actually you. It's just the
There's
rats.
No proof.
None.
There's no proof that I'm there.
None. Yeah.
Anyway, so that's the situation that I'm in right now.
That sucks.
I know.
Because in my mind I was like, oh well, surely it's because you said, oh, it's its own building, and I was like, okay, but if the door's gone, but you're still in it, well, surely it's like attached to something else. Nope. Now I'm learning the dark truth of the situation. I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Yeah, it's dude. It's
Are you getting
spicy.
a big old thick door? Are you getting like a English oak?
I mean, I'm basically getting the same door, except not a million years old, you know?
I'm trying to think of like, you know, a door where it could close and then you won't get cold. That's what I'm thinking.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's what my door looks like right now. That's just the open air.
I mean, that's basically a rat welcoming door. That door says rats, you're allowed inside. Yeah.
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 So somebody pointed out that it's hilarious because the lock on that door is like a big like security lock, but the whole bottom of the door fell to pieces the second someone touched it wrong. So it's just funny.
I feel like that's a thing that I see often in I want to say break-ins, but mostly it's like footage that I'm sure like police or someone use where they hammer down a door and you can see this massive security lock and they hit the door and the bottom breaks off. You're like, well, that's the crappiest door I've ever seen. I feel like that's what happened here, except yours was just old.
Yeah. So, new door, and we should be sorted. This was also a barn door that had like a top and a bottom.
Oh, that's different.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. That's different.
So.
But in the summer, you could open the one door and then you could have the breeze come in.
That was nice, but I'll give it up to keep the rats out.
You know what? More and more is explained about your room, and I love it. I'm getting like, you're like lore dropping in a very, we're like in season 2, and you dropped a giant lore bomb on us, and no one was prepared for it.
Right.
I love it.
What was the lore bomb? Which part?
That you're 3 rats in a trench coat. Yeah.
That I'm just rats.
Yeah, you're just rats. Yeah.
That is a huge lore drop.
Yeah.
For season 2.
Just saying.
We're giving it all away.
The Artful Dodger, some might say, was a street rat.
So true. Riff raff.
You've been saying it this entire time to everyone since season 1. You've been like, oh, my name's Dodger. And no one caught on. Oh my gosh.
And the fans are like, holy shit. They had this plan ahead so far.
The entire time. They knew.
It was always there.
They knew. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. And that, honestly, that was a great moment. Going into season 3 is going to be so crazy.
It is going to be crazy. Like, where do they go from? Do they even have a plan?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
No, there's no way. They clearly only planned out for this.
I'll still watch.
Right. I mean, the rest of the books haven't even been written yet. So, like, they could do anything.
They could. My goodness. What have you been playing this week, buddy?
Oh boy. Well,
anything good?
Yeah. So I just the other day, since I'll go backwards, I played. I was about to say just one. No, all right, never mind. I thought it was more than just Riddlewood Manor, but that's literally all it is.
Okay.
Riddlewood Manor is a point-and-click game where you are. It's very like in that space of old Flash games / Rusty Lake point and click, right? It's a horror game where you are sent to a creepy house, Riddlewood Manor, and you have to exorcise the demons. And you solve little point and clicky puzzles and get jump scared and good times all around. It has like just enough goofs. So a great example is there was this one drawing I found and I was like, I don't know what this drawing means. I have no idea what this is. And I was so obsessed with it. But by the time I found the stuff I needed and went back to the place where I needed to use the stuff, because I'm not going to spoil it, it gave me an ending. It was just like, oh, hey, here's an ending. And it was, I'm going to call it the Chicken King ending.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And so, it's that kind of stuff. There's little goofs in there, but there's also things that I learned that, like I thought were like, there were roadblocks, but I thought it was just, at first I was like, why would anyone design something like this? It was clearly had intention, but if you go into a room, sometimes the door will lock and keep you in the room. And the only thing you can do is die to get out. And I was like, well, I don't like that. I don't want to have to die. And I was like, how on earth do I move these 3 gems from this locked room to another room? And I had to come up with a solution, and I did. But it was like, oh, okay, I know what they meant for me to do. But when you're in the moment, I was like, they keep locking all the doors. How do I leave this room? if there's nothing for me to do in this room. So going back and checking some things. Yes.
Is this like blueprints, like Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, where you are in the manor and you're just sort of like finding puzzles as you walk around? Or is it more linear than that?
So it's I would say a mix. So when you start, it's like, here's a tutorial puzzles. You go into the manor, you have to your right in front of you is a door that leads to a kitchen, and then there's stairs that go up, and it's like, okay, well, we can go up the stairs and look up there and mess around with stuff. We can go in the kitchen and mess around with stuff, and there's notes and things everywhere to read. There's a floating table you can put stuff on. So there's like a bunch of stuff to do in this main room. But then it funnels you to one of two areas, right? And then it funnels you to one area. And then you get like a boo, 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 and you start over for reasons I will not explain. And now you have, I can go upstairs, but there's only one room open. Okay, I go into this one room. I solve this one room's puzzles. Oh, I'm going up these other things. All right, well, now I have three options. I can go to the roof, I can go to the garden, or I can go to mom's room. The thing is if you go to any of those, the door will lock behind you. And so you either have to solve it or die to go back somewhere else and start over and doing things. So it's that kind of game where it's pushing you in directions, but then gives you the choice of choosing where to go after that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's certainly a there's one or two moon logic-y things, but it's, I would say, standard point and click horror-y game, except the art style is kind of fun and I like it. And so like, just good stuff. I like games like that. So that's what I played and I loved it. Yeah, it's got if you like little creepy girl talking to you the entire game, it's got that voiced in there. She's like, Susie didn't want me to go play today. And I'm like, F Susie. Let's go play. She's like, I'm trapped in hell. Come join me. And you're like,
okay, well.
All right.
If I must.
Fine. Yeah. So that was fun.
Okay.
Then I went through and I played oh my God, my entire screen freaked out. This is gonna sound crazy. I played a bunch of demos. There's one that I played that is just, I don't know what else to say except it's a tower defense. I played Tangy TD. Okay. Tangy TD is literally a tower defense where you play as oranges. Oranges that shoot bows, oranges that have swords, oranges that are like, I'm the healer lady. And it's a tower defense. Literally, it's a tower defense. And you kill slimes and badgers and things in the forest. I just like tower defenses, so I played that one this week because I was going through and looking at what was on there. And it was oranges. Yeah. And I was like, well, I got to play the orange one. And the demo was pretty fun. It ends after like 4 levels or whatever. But I want 100% of them because I'm cool like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I know. Then I went through and once again, and I guess this is something to talk about because I think it's interesting. I think we talked about this before. I keep going back to MegaBonk because someone, no names, Crendor, is keeps playing it. Yeah. And so while I was playing MegaBonk, that's when we got the news about MegaBonk not being able to accept its nomination for best first time dev thing, because the worst kept secret in gaming is that it was what's his face who makes all those other games. This wasn't his first game at all.
Yeah, long story short, he was like, hey, that's so sweet that you guys nominated me for best debut game, but this is not my debut game. I've made lots of games before. So I'm withdrawing from this. Which has started a conversation along the lines of, well, lots of people have been involved in a best debut game who have made games previously.
Right.
So, yeah, just like what counts as a debut game. does it have to be like a whole new team, or, you know, your first game on your own, or like what should count as a debut game?
Yeah, I just want to verify the truth of the situation. Because the dev, right? So the dev is, I'm trying to find out what he called himself for this thing. Vetinad, which is just Danadev backwards. And Danadev Games is a dev who has done many games, like Crab Game and the roguelike survival game Muck and that kind of thing. And people were like, oh, is this just this guy who made this other game? And it was.
Same guy?
Just same guy. It was just his name backwards. And I feel like that was one of those, like,
Clark Kent?
Yeah, it's like not even, it wasn't even a secret. So in my mind, I don't understand why the game was nominated to begin with. If everyone kind of understood that this wasn't this guy's first game, it was his first massive successful game. But yes, it's literally Alucard. Yes, correct, chat. It's Alucard.
It is Alucard.
He Alucarded really and was like, it's not, everyone online months ago was like, no, this is Danadev. And who cares? I think it's cute. He made a whole YouTube page about it and a whole, like, I'm just trying to, it wasn't confirmed. Nothing was confirmed, but it was like such an obvious rumor.
It's like a really light version of, or like a really in your face version of an author who already has a best-selling series of novels choosing a new name to put novels in it.
Yes.
Other novels out with.
Yeah. I mean, and in the age of the internet where you can change who you are at any given time, that happens frequently. And so it's a good game. MegaBonk's great. But I thought it was interesting that dude was like, no, you can take my name off. I feel like that's a classy move, but also it's kind of like it should have been on the Game Awards to figure this one out. Like a phone call could have figured this out real quick. Like, we want to nominate you. However, we heard these rumors that you're this other thing.
Are you?
Yeah, that's it. I don't know. But maybe it's also like sometimes people, they're like, well, if we put him on there and then it creates buzz and then this becomes a thing, Yeah. Who knows? Yeah. But played a bunch of that. And then also this week, Yes. There is a game. And now I can't, because I'm playing it at home, so I'm gonna have to go to my email to get this. Hold on. I'm gonna ask everyone to Google this, to look this up. It's the next big thing, Dodger. We need to play this. I need you to play this.
Okay.
It's called Revenge on Golddiggers.
Okay.
The first FMV game against emotional fraud.
I knew it was an FMV.
Oh, yes. It is another in the series of foreign films of the Dodger and Jesse series. Here's the description.
Okay, I'm ready.
The first ever FMV game about emotional fraud, brought to life by Chinese director Hu Yaohui. I hope that's how I say that.
Yes, yeah.
And a team of film industry veterans. In this entire fictional story, step into the role of a hunter of hearts and infiltrate a shadowy organization deep in emotional deceit. In this immersive, third-person cinematic experience, every choice matters as you navigate the treacherous web of lies, seduction, and manipulation.
Yes!
Yep.
Absolutely. Wait, so you haven't played this yet?
Oh, no, I just downloaded it.
Oh my gosh.
I literally just downloaded it and I want you to play it. It's on my computer at home.
Is it on Steam?
Yes.
Revenge on...
Every smile, every move tightens the noose, and behind every tender touch, a blade of greed waits in the shadow. You play as Wu Yulin, a man once shattered by betrayal, who deliberately turns himself into bait to strike back at the ruthless gold digger ring. Step into the murky depths of love and deceit, navigating a perilous game against dazzling women, each one a force to be reckoned with. Yes?
Bro, hearing you describe this game, it sounds like it's like a weird, intense action drama game. But when you go look at it, it's just listed as a story-rich dating sim.
This has the intensity of the beginning of Fame game, where it's like dun 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 dun, and it just shows like ladies, and then you play the game and it's like, and it's like, I don't know if I should date this girl. This has the same vibe, but I'm not done. But I'm not done.
He's not done.
A kind, yet vulnerable rookie streamer, a model wrapped in candy-coated charm, a popular influencer who bends public opinions to her will, a cold-blooded fixer lurking in the shadows, and above them all, the unseen mastermind orchestrating it all. This is no light-hearted romance sim. It's a test of wit, will, and emotional endurance, where every move is a battle between power and vulnerability. Will you emerge as the hunter or become the prey?
Oh my God.
Dude,
will you emerge as the... Wait a minute. Are we also...
I think if I understand the plot, is you're a good boy who had your heart broken. You got your heart broken by a bad girl, and you discover that bad girl is in a ring of other bad girls, the Golddiggers, if you will. And
but it sounds like those bad girls are successful. So we could gold dig them back.
They're very successful bad girls. They're gold diggers. They're very successful, and everyone knows successful women are notorious gold diggers. And so and then there's a mastermind, like an evil mastermind above them.
Okay.
And you got to take them all out. Girl.
The goldest digger.
Yes, but then it says, this is no game of right or wrong. In a world where desire and deception walk hand in hand, every choice carries weight. What shade will your moral compass take? Pure white, pitch black? Or will you tread the razor's edge of gray in pursuit of your oh-so-sweet revenge? Just beware, here, where the line between hunter and hunted blurs, a single misstep could plunge you into ruin. With over 200 decisions, your words and actions don't just shape the story, they quietly tilt the scales of obsession, drawing you towards one of 38 endings. Will you stand as an avenger or a redeemer? Yield to temptation or seal an unholy pact with your sworn enemy? The die of destiny rattles, and your path lies open before you. At first, I didn't know if I wanted to stream this, and now I'm streaming the shit out of this.
100%.
We have to stream this for each other. Yes.
Yes. The return of Brother Beard and Sister Soup. It's now.
I have, a lot of the times I'll download games at home that I'm not sure. I like maybe I'll give it a look first and see if this is something I want to play.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, it's not. So this is one of those ones where I downloaded, because sometimes I get FMV games sent to me and I look at them and I'm like, oh no, this is terrible. And so, this one actually was going to be a streamer. This is great.
We got to stream this. Yeah.
Steel your heart against a vortex of manipulation. Yes.
100%. Let's do it. I'm so excited. It's going to be hard though, because if you play it first, I'm really going to want to go watch it.
I get that.
So I'm going to have to keep myself pure.
I get that. Hey,
hey,
for you,
me?
Just gonna put that right there.
Oh my gosh. That's friendship.
I just really want you to play it now.
You just messaged me a key for the game. Thanks, buddy.
I got you. I
appreciate it.
Now you have no excuses. That's called peer pressure.
Brother, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so
excited for, like, you never know where a game like this will go. Like, it could go into the world of, like, manipulating and hurting people is wrong. Or it could go into the world of, like, women.
Yes, absolutely. It could very easily be like, all women, they're all conniving evil bitches. Am I right, player? So,
although one of them was you could join them and be in league with them. And honestly,
let's go.
I want to be a gold digger so badly. Oh my God. I would love to be someone's kept boy toy. Are you kidding me?
That's the thing. They need,
sign me up.
It seems, looking at the roster, maybe they need a sausage in there. You know?
Ladies, I'm bringing
maybe they
the
should drink some sausage water.
Oh no. You ever just have like a mental image? Like a mental image of a scene from a thing that doesn't exist flash into your mind, and now you know for sure you need a scene where it's this game and all the ladies are going to this hot tub whirlpool thing, and I'm already in it up on the side. I'm like, hey ladies, sausage water's ready. You ever just like have that moment? And the ladies are like, what does he mean? Right? That's how I felt right then. God. I saw that moment. Sausage water's ready.
I'm just glad we both made a sausage water joke.
Yeah, well, you started
That's what we
it,
call
and then
full
that
circle.
Got me. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Amazing. Did you play anything else?
I mean, I played a bunch of Final Fantasy this week.
To play anything else?
Yeah, I played Final Fantasy stuff because they released, the new Moogle Tome thing, so I was doing that.
Yes.
And yeah. I was goofing around with Total War is releasing a bunch of new stuff. The Total War Warhammer, and also there's a new class coming to. I keep wanting to say Tide. My brain. Which tide? Dark Tide. There are too many tides. There are too many damn tides.
Dark Tide.
I was like, which tide is it? Which tide? There's new. They're hitting us with a bunch of Warhammer stuff soon.
Cool.
So yeah, there's a Warhammer Total War 3. I think 3 new characters are coming, and then Dark Tide has a new class. And so I was like, oh, I should probably get myself back up on those. So I've been dabbling in that as well, but not in any significant way. Yeah.
I
just saw Dodger's Office's Vermintide 3.
No, dude,
I can see you in full plate mail at your door, wildly swinging, escaping, or trying to get in. No, not my office. Not my office.
Not the office. Anywhere but the office.
Sam jumps in like Emperor protect, and he just starts wailing on shit.
Holy shit.
Clark is in the background blasting dudes with fireballs. Fireball! I'm helping, Mom!
Oh, I need a new door, man. I need a new door. I was gonna follow up on something you talked about last week. I finally played the first 4 chapters of Dispatch.
Ah, do you love it?
I do really like it. I think last week, correct me if I'm wrong. Last week you said you really liked the Telltale style interactive story part, but you weren't as big of a fan of the actual dispatching mechanics.
I do not like the dispatching mechanics, correct. I love the rest of the game, but the dispatching mechanics, I'm like, it goes against my need to be great at things.
Good at everything.
Because you can't be perfect at it. Unless you
Yes.
cheat, which, I'm not going to do that.
So I really like the dispatching mechanics, actually. I think writing wise, the writing is so funny to me.
Great.
Like the dialogue's fantastic. I really like the characters. If we're going to talk about story stuff specifically, I don't like that you don't have a do nothing option ever. If they give you two choices and you're like, I don't want to do either of these, it will just choose one for you.
Right.
I'm not as big of a fan of that. I wish that you could just be like, no, I don't want to do either of these things, or no, I'm not going to say anything.
Do you think that's because in a game like, I don't know, like when Telltale would do stuff or Life is Strange, there would be options constantly to not say a damn thing. But I feel like most people didn't recognize those were options. Because every time, even I forget when I start a game until I realize, like, oh yeah, sometimes you can say nothing.
Right. I don't have to do any of these.
And I feel like maybe a lot of people just don't. They think like, oh, I must select something. Like I just don't know. But it is a choice.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess it makes it more simple to be like, we're giving you these choices, and you click a thing, and that loads into the next thing, which loads into the next thing. It's probably simpler to put together on a dev side, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's really my only complaint story-wise, is I wish sometimes I could abstain from situations.
Yeah.
But I actually really like the dispatch mechanics. For anybody who hasn't played it or watched it yet, the way that it works is it's sort of a percentage system almost. So you are basically a superhero version of a 911 dispatcher, and you're looking at a screen and emergency calls come in. You take the call, and depending on what the emergency is, it's your job to look at your roster of heroes and say, okay, I think this person would be good for this because they have high mobility and the text is implying that something needs to be done quickly, right? So you choose one or more depending on the options it gives you. You pick the superheroes that you think are going to get the job done.
Yeah.
And then the way that it determines whether or not you are successful is the same grid that you have that shows the ability scores of your heroes. It will take up a certain amount of that grid to show, like, as long as it falls within this, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's like, as long as it falls within this area of the ability score grid, then you're successful. And if it's not perfect overlap, then it has like a visual that basically represents it randomizing it's RNG to decide whether or not, you were successful or not. So leading the first 3 chapters, I would say, I really enjoy. It feels like a puzzle. So it's fun in that way for me to be like, okay, well, all of my say that a high mobility emergency came in, but fuck, I already used all my people that are fast, trying to gauge like, okay, then who can potentially do okay at this, or, that's just balancing the team.
Sure.
So I won't give specifics, but chapter 4 has a huge difficulty curve on purpose. It is a story based difficulty curve that happens. And when I tell you that I failed almost every single emergency in chapter 4, and I was like, what the fuck? I was so, like, people who were watching were saying it was to the point that, like, I just had insanely bad luck. Like, sometimes my overlap was pretty good and I still failed. And I was like, this is insane. And it was in that moment that I was like, I feel like Jesse right now. Just like, please, just let me be a little successful. Like, this is crazy that I'm doing so bad.
The snowball that happens from like one really bad choice, I think is dramatic to the point where, like you were talking about, I was having flashbacks there when you were talking about, well, all right, I'm all out of speedsters. I'm like, okay, well, this needs to be done quickly. And it's all right. I mean, it's public as well. So I got to send someone who's good with the public. So, all right, I'll just send these two and hope this works. But then the next one that comes in is like, there's something going on in the forest. And all I have left is like, oh, the fire chick. Cool. All right, well, I guess that's what and it's like, I have no other options. And so then you send her out and you're like, oh my God. And then you get your speedsters back. And then the next things that come in are like, we need a tough guy to break down this door. And I'm like, and from that point on, it's just downhill the rest of the experience. And I'm just like, I hate this. And in my mind, if it was just that as a game, I would just go back to a previous save because I know it's all random. So I just go back to a previous save. But while playing it, I'm like, nah, let's just get through this bit so I can get back to the story. Like, that's where I'm at, is I'm just really trying to get to this. And the story is fantastic. But yeah, what I do understand is that a lot of people have the exact opposite opinion of me, where they're like, I wanted more dispatch scenes. I'm glad they drop off. I was like, oh, thank God. We're only doing one this time? Great. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I do still like it, but I think, like you were saying, I think that it's too easy for bad RNG to basically ruin everything in a trickle-down effect. Because your heroes have to be successful on a mission in order to improve as well.
Right.
And their improvements carry over on to next days. So I'm here thinking like, okay, so I had one successful mission in chapter 4. So that means going into chapter 5, there's going to be a bunch of skill checks that I'm not going to meet no matter what, you know? Like, I'm already thinking about the next chapter going, fuck, am I just like never going to have a successful dispatch ever again? Like, that sucks. If that's true, I don't know. I just know that this is my first chapter where I was like, I don't know. Know how the next chapter is going to go.
And it's that kind of thing where then it makes me afraid of missing, because I'm there for the story and I want to see all the story. So then I become insanely afraid of missing things that would make it a better story for me. Because I've been through tons of story-based games where if you pick the wrong thing, you get cut off from like 20% of the plot. And I was like, I don't want that. I want to experience this. And so, yeah, I don't know. I played the demo on stream and I loved it so much. I realized in that moment, it was one of those things where like, I don't want people to tell me what to do. I just want to play it to enjoy playing it. And so there'll be moments where I sit there and I'm like, but I'm glad you're enjoying it because it's a very good game. It's actually super enjoyable.
Yeah. So did you play it off stream? You played it just by yourself?
Yeah, I did the demo on stream. And then when it came out, I played off stream because I knew right away I didn't want to stream it with like, you know, people being like, do this or do that or don't do this or you did this. I was really afraid of spoilers. I'm not going to lie, because it seemed like a game where people would come and be like, this is a thing. And I didn't want
Yes. That. Do you know what it looks like when you put censorship on?
No.
It's really funny.
What do you mean?
Because there's boobles and peepuses in this game.
Right. I'm saying, what does the censorship do?
So when you put censorship on, they just put a giant censor bar on everything. And it's the funniest shit because especially when you first start the game, there's I won't give specifics, chat, but there's a huge sequence with a guy with his ding dong out. And there's a censor bar that just has to follow him all over the place. And it's so funny. But it also it is there to censor anything that could be deemed profane. So it also puts a giant censor bar in front of when people like flip each other off. There's just a huge censor bar in front of their hand. It's silly. It's very silly.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm all right. I don't need to. That's like when we play like a Life is Strange game, and they're like, you could turn off all the music. I'm like, I'd rather get flagged. Like, I'd rather experience this game as it's meant to be played than deal with like an emotional scene, and then it's like,
yeah.
Like that sucks.
The music swap in this game is very good. I haven't at any point playing this game with the like royalty free music in it or whatever music they like made for it.
Sure.
It's all sounded great. It hasn't stuck out to me at all, fortunately.
Yeah, I hate that. I'd rather listen to like, they clearly intended it to be this way, and it sucks that we exist in a world where we can't experience that with other people without having to like ruin the experience, which if anything makes their game look worse. Just saying. People, you know.
Fortunately, the game is interesting enough to me, and I like the story enough that I know that once I'm done playing it on stream, I'm probably going to play it again off stream. So I can see what the game is actually supposed to look like and hear what music is supposed to be in it.
But I don't half the time, 90% of the time.
Everything?
I will say, oh man, I can't wait to play it again off stream, and I will download it, and it will sit there for 5 years. And then I'll be like, well, I'm not playing this, delete. I know myself. Even if I want to, fair. I'll download it and be like, I'll play more of this. I lied to myself. It was a dream, a foolish dream.
Anyway, that's my experience with Dispatch so far.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
There's a choice at the end. There's a final choice, and I'm just gonna like, when you get to it, let me know.
Okay. I will.
Good, great. Good, great. I'm not even gonna tell you what it is. Good, great. Is it a good choice? Is it a bad choice? Is it a happy choice? Is it a sad choice? I'm gonna tell you.
I'll never know, I guess.
You never know.
I haven't played a whole lot because my mom's been here, but I also played Winter Burrow.
Oh, you played as the mouse, the little tiny cutie pie mouse.
Yes, the little cutie pie mouse.
Very cute game.
It's adorable. I played the demo for that, and when the demo was out and I was playing it, I was like, I love the art style of this. The issue was that it felt like the tasks it was giving me were too hard because the kind of gameplay loop of it, it's a survival game and you're a little mouse in a burrow. The burrow used to belong to you and your parents. Your parents have passed away and you've moved back into the burrow on your own, but it's starting to fall apart. No one's lived there for a while. Okay. So you're in the middle of the woods and you're like, okay, I'm going to like fix up the burrow, right? But the major mechanic in this game is that it's winter. So you go outside and you can be outside for like, you know, a short amount of time before you start to freeze.
Oh, do you get little frozen mouse animations? Is he like, I'm cute, but I'm freezing?
No, fortunately. But the edges of the screen start to like frost over.
Gotcha.
To show you visually, like you need to get back
the Frostpunk vibe basically. Of like, oh, it's frozen. Yeah.
It's real cold, girl.
Your screen's freezing. Yeah.
So I think at the time they really needed to figure out the balance of, okay, there is a mechanic that's forcing you to go back inside periodically. So how do we balance that with you still having enough time to get the supplies you need to feel progress? Because in the demo, I didn't feel like I was progressing very well. With the game out now, playing it, I feel like I can progress at a good pace. I feel like it's pretty easy to go outside, get the things I need, and then like learn how to make warmer clothes, learn how to, you know, eventually you learn how to make a little fire out in the wilderness if you find the right spots, and
so less of a grind,
stuff like that. You get more and more tools. Yes, it's less of like I'm going outside, I'm going to grab some reeds, and now I'm freezing, so I'm going back inside. Do I have enough reeds to make yarn? Sure don't. go back outside, I guess.
So did they increase the time you can spend, or did they increase the amount of stuff you gather?
It's been a while since I played the demo, so I can only speculate. But I think it's that I think it's a combination of God. I don't want to, don't take my word for this. This is just me trying to remember what the situation was before in the demo. But I think they've increased the amount of time you can be outside. And they also made it so that you don't require quite as many resources in order to build certain things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's definitely one of the things where games like this, either they can lower the amount of stuff you collect or increase the amount of stuff it takes to build things, or in this case, the amount of time you can spend outside, in ways that can make the game padded out longer, but also make it more of a grind, which is an entirely different gaming experience. One, I do not like. And so faster is better. Like, the faster I can get in and start doing things, the more I'm able to, by the time it gets to like, well, you got to make this giant ass thing and it's going to require all this stuff, I'm more inclined to try that if I've made things, rather than like, it took me so long to get 7 reeds. I just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that the pacing is perfect, but it's a very cute little game, and I love a game where it's like, here's your base. Your base is a nightmare.
Sure.
Fix it, which is literally the whole concept of the game. So, being able to finally fix certain parts of the burrow and stuff, it feels good. You feel very successful. Like, all right, I did it,
Yeah. I mean,
so yeah, it's very cute.
I think these games of this type always have pacing issues. There's no perfect pace on these.
It's hard.
I love Cult of the Lamb. One of my favorite games of this style. Y'all, the amount of times I can tell you that I genuinely was like, this game's trash, while doing the poop collecting early on. Like, that's one small section where before you get like up and running, where you're just like, everyone's just gonna crap everywhere and I have to clean it up all the time, and if I don't clean up, they get sick and then they die. Like, that's a rough moment in the game.
Or you can teach them to eat it.
That's true. Or you can do, but like, those, I understand they exist because it's supposed to be one of those, like, you get over the hump, and when you get going, you're going and you're into it. I get like every game has that, but they're in all these games. And, Cult of the Lamb, which is a great example, is it has one. And a lot of them do. It's just it's that style of game. You just got to figure out what that is for every single one of them, because they're always different. Because the devs prioritize one thing over another, and you're like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Cult of the Lamb.
Dude, they keep adding stuff to it. Super fun.
I know.
But
it's,
with that said, it has the cardinal sin of if you play on console and you play 2-player mode on console, if you, let's say we're going to go talk to an NPC and I was going to go cut down a tree, I would cease cutting down the tree because you were talking to the NPC. It would focus on you and I couldn't do anything anymore.
Oh.
Which makes going to town the worst experience.
Right.
But but outside when you're doing this stuff, perfectly fine. It's like a 2-player, you're just going around rogueliting. In town, drives me crazy. Not a fan.
So is it that whoever's playing the lamb always takes priority, or whoever tries to talk to somebody immediately takes priority?
If you interact with an NPC, be it lamb or goat, you will always take priority. It'll go to that conversation. And anything else around, unless you're actively holding the button, it won't let you, it'll pause your character. So also, if I'm trying to go collect poop that's on the ground and you go up and you talk to an NPC, I stop. It's that kind of thing. It happens.
Right.
So, but yeah, for some reason, it's just a console. I still haven't
done 2-player Cult of the Lamb.
Yeah, I imagine it's different on PC, especially if you're playing connected to each other through the internet rather than like, sharing an account or yeah, I would imagine it's better there.
Sure.
But being on PlayStation, same with PlayStation Baldur's Gate 3. It's fun, it's neat, it's cool, but sometimes I'm like, this is a multi-computer thing. Like doing this all in the same doesn't have the same like oomph. Although it is very funny when one character's in a cutscene, but you can still control your character, so you're just running around in circles in the background of like a really important cutscene. Like, you'll never destroy me. I'm looking for Spider-Man. And then your character's in the background running around. It's great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Cute.
So is that all you've been doing? Is that your that's your week?
God, I mean, mostly, yeah. I was trying. My mom hasn't been able to visit in a few years. I know I talked about that last week, but so I've tried to like spend as much time as possible with her. I got to take her to afternoon tea today. And
where does one go without
so
doxing yourself? Where does one go for afternoon tea in like the middle of nowhere?
You know what? Honestly, afternoon tea is kind of a dime a dozen in England, I feel like.
Really?
I can't say for like Scotland, like anywhere else in the United Kingdom, but at least in England, God, there are so many places that are like, and we also have afternoon tea. They vary wildly in quality.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah. So like my local garden center has afternoon tea, but it's literally, you know, here's a couple desserts, here's a couple of the classic little sandwiches that you expect, and you have bottomless tea, and that's the vibe. You're not going to
like I've been to many high teas. Like I've been to a very fancy high tea, and I also was at a high tea that was incredibly fun. Shout out, you weren't there for this because you were getting married.
The space tea, the space one?
Yes.
Yeah, I was literally just telling about that. Sorry, you tell it because you were there.
We got to experience science high tea in the heart of London. It was amazing. I loved it. I don't remember where the hell this was, so you'll forgive me. It may not even be open anymore. That was whenever the hell Dodger got married. But it was myself, and it was our dear pal Kristen, and Jeannie was there. I don't remember if Isaac was there. There were a bunch of people. We were all there, and the girls decided, hey, we want to go get like this nerdy high tea. And we were like, great. Now, some people, I'm not going to name any names, some people at this gathering had some desserts of an enlightening variety. And so they were like, let's get crazy, man. So we were like, all right. So we all went to this high tea place that was basically science/space themed. And we all sat around this table, and they brought out this giant, tower of things. But the tower of things wasn't your normal high tea stuff. It was all sorts of really cool, like science things. So there was one dessert that was, you had to like use a little brush and brush away the cookie crumbs to get down to the skeleton. There was a candy in it. There was one that was like a space ice cream kind of thing. There were all sorts of different space and or science themed treats with the tea. It was very clever. It gave us a lot to do with our hands and mess with stuff. Usually a high tea is same tower, except it's a bunch of pastries and or sandwiches with no crust. And you're just like, oh, yes, Charles, give me another cucumber sandwich, right? And then you eat that and you drink your tea. That's pretty much it. But with that said, most tea in England is not that. Most tea is like two old ladies sitting down with a cuppa, and that's it. That's tea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the first time that my mom came, we went to like a super low-key afternoon tea that was just like at a place nearby that had it. and we had a little pot of tea, and they brought out, a little wire rack that had cucumber sandwiches and a couple of other sandwich options, and then
something else.
Salad, cucumber,
and that other
one other thing.
Maybe like a ham and cheese, or like a cheese and like mustard or something. Yeah.
And then there's usually like like a macaron, and then like a couple little cakes or something. There's always scones with clotted cream and jam. Always
the clotted cream. You got. Speaking of Scrandle, there was one of the ones was clotted cream and jam with a scone, and it was like, why would anyone not pick that? It looked delicious, and then everyone chose the one that was like chips smothered in mush peas and gravy, and I was like, heathens, heathens.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So something for you to know about my mom.
Okay.
Is that.
She's a lovely woman. Stunning.
Is that she's incredibly stunning, lovely, sweet woman who wants to try new and interesting foods, but is unfortunately married to my dad, who would love to just eat meat and potatoes every day for the rest of his life. And the second she's like, Steven, maybe we should try, there's a new place in town where they serve, Ethiopian food. We should try that, try something new. He would rather die. So I was like, okay, I want to take you to like a fancier tea situation, where it's not going to be just like the standard sandwiches and stuff, where it's going to be like really cool, interesting things to eat. And she cannot stop talking about how awesome that was. So it was totally worth it. I'm so glad she had a blast.
That's so. My cousin, when he was here, this is
yeah.
My cousin's here. My parents are like, hey, I get a call from my mom. She's like, hey, we want to go to this place in Beverly Hills called like the Pie Room. And I was like, and it's like a British style, some famous chef's little tiny baby restaurant in Beverly Hills. And she's like, would you come? And I was like, hell yes. So I bring my cousin, we drive all the way out. We go meet my parents at a place that is like on the menu. They got meat pies. They got like fruit pies. They got like coq au vin. They got like, pommes frites and like very like French / British inspired food. So we're sitting there, we're eating, everything's great. My mom gets like this like some sort of breakfast thing, maybe like an omelet. My dad got this whole thing. My cousin Jake got like, I don't remember what half of us got. All I got steak and fries, and it was great. But here's the thing.
Okay.
At the end, my mom ordered one little baby cherry pie. My cousin Jake ordered one little baby, like apple caramel something pie.
Ooh.
When I tell you, those were the best pies I've ever had in my entire life. Like it genuinely, like it was crazy. But after that moment, my mom has been talking about it nonstop. She's like, wasn't it good? It was so good. Wasn't it good? And I was like, it was great, Mom.
Your mom loves to find a spot.
Yeah.
She loves that.
Yeah. That pie.
And if it was a good spot.
Yeah. It was good stuff. Everything was good, but like, it's in Beverly Hills and it's expensive. So like, it's not one of those places I would go often, but it was small enough that when we were there, when we sat down and maybe like the 10 minutes it took to like get an order in, that place filled up quick. There's like 12 seats in there. It's a little tiny pie shop. But with that said, very good. It's in old Bev Hills, right near all the things. But if you're in Hollywood, check it out. It's super interesting. But
hot dog.
Loved it. It's good, but very expensive. Too much to go back. But hey, that was fun. It was a good pie.
I was about to be like, man, next time that I'm in town.
Oh, I'd take you there. That's a treat. But it's not like I'm going to drive back to Beverly Hills to go spend a ton of money every, Like that's a
I got
treat
you. I got
thing.
you. I got you.
But it's very nice.
Okay.
Yeah, but it reminded me of that.
In here.
It's my mom was like, it was delicious. Wasn't it delicious? Had so much fun. And I'm like, I know,
Yeah.
Mom. I know. It was good call. Good call. When she loves a thing, she loves
I
it.
know.
And when she doesn't, I will not stop hearing about that either. She's like, it was weird. I don't even understand. What was going on there? No one seemed to like it.
Yeah. I think my Susan, my mom.
Yes.
I think
We decided the Susans
just to remind
are
everybody
very
that
close.
our moms
Yeah.
have the same name.
Yeah.
Yeah, she immediately she took a picture of every single thing that we ate and she sent them all to my siblings. So yeah, she was very, very jazzed about it. And I'm glad because again, I was like, man, it took 3 years for her to come back out. I have no idea when she's going to come back out again. So if she goes home being like, that was the tightest shit, that tasted so good, that was so fun, then crushed it. Did it feel like, the afternoon tea experience? Maybe not quite so much. It was a skewed version, but the food was good and we drank a lot of tea. So whatever.
There's nothing wrong with drinking a lot of tea. Last night,
There isn't.
I was like, man, I need to sleep. I need to sleep. So I drank a bunch of the chamomile, lavender tea stuff.
The sleepy tea.
Yo, I'm still tired. If you're wondering, Jesse, you look extra tired today. I still am. I zonked myself out. I was like, another cup will be fine.
Dude.
Plus, it was cold. So I was like, I can heat up my body before I get in the covers, and I'll just keep drinking tea.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
I woke up today
I could feel.
what?
Yeah. After we drank all that tea, and then it was a 40-minute drive home. And I was like, I ordered an espresso because I was like, I'm gonna have a food crash out here, real quick. So drank my espresso, got us home. The second I was sitting down, I was like, oh no. Oh no, the food coma. It's coming. I feel it.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Yeah, my eyes are still glazed over a little bit. I'm like, I got 8 hours of sleep. I should be fine.
Yeah,
and I'm
girl.
just like, but sleep is good though. Your body needs it.
It is good.
Yikes.
I agree.
Yeah. But from tea,
Mm-hmm.
I got tea-itis.
From tea. Yeah.
I don't like it. But
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something?
I was gonna say something that's kind of irrelevant.
Tell me the irrelevance. I demand it.
I was gonna tell you that there's a part of my garden that I'm growing chamomile in, specifically just so that I can have chamomile for tea.
Okay. I was wondering, most of the time when you tell me you have something in your farm, it's because something else in the farm requires it.
Oh no, just me.
We have these snakes, so we need
it's just for me.
We need chamomile because snakes are repellent of chamomile. There's always something that's in your Rube Goldberg of a setup. That this hits this and makes this happen. But this is for you. This is just,
I really like chamomile tea. And I was like, oh my God, it's literally just the flower. That's it. You just pick the flowers and then dry them and then it's tea.
Are you aware of this? But that's the whole deal. You know that, right? That's the whole deal.
That tea is plant, that plant becomes tea.
Plant equal tea.
Plant equal tea.
So all plant equal tea.
All plant?
All plant equal tea. Some good, some bad, some dead, some very dead.
Some dangerous tea.
But all tea. But all
good
tea. Yeah. Yeah.
All tea.
Plant equal tea.
Plant equal tea.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
You can make tea out of anything. You can make tea out of rocks if you wanna. No. That'd be broth.
Not to loop back again.
No, that'd be broth. That'd be broth.
Not to loop back again, but are we now saying that that broader is
I think
tea?
That's tough. That's a broth. And I think the reason why, this is interesting. Okay. So, living like fauna, broth.
Yeah.
Flora, tea. But rocks, that's tough. That's tough. Where do rocks fall in? I say broth because they're sturdy, they're substantial. But if you put dust, like if you sprinkle in dust, that's like a sand tea because it's fine. And I feel like teas are fine.
Okay. But sand is rock.
Right. Rock can be rock is both.
Rock is anything.
Rock is anything.
Wild card.
Right. Because rock moves and lava form like it's alive, but is solid like the sturdy oak.
But veggie broth.
No, not veggie. That's veggie tea.
Veggie broth is tea.
We need to, yes, all plant
Not
is
broth.
tea. We've established all plant is tea. All fauna is broth. Those are the rules. That's the delineation.
Okay.
You know the best part about this is we need an animation of just you and I as cavemen sitting around a fire and just hashing it out. Just trying to figure out what the rules are.
Just like our forefathers.
No, Ugg. All plant is tea. All meat is broth.
Rock broth? Rock tea.
Rock both. Rock harder than both skull and tree. Rock
you
be
smart.
both. Yes. Great egg in sky gift me many brain images. That's right. I know what a brain is. I am very smart.
You are very smart. How'd you figure that out?
SMRT. Me have good brain. No one else have brain. Only me. They call me big brain. It's true. That's why I chief.
You're the chief?
Well, there's only two of us, so I had to be.
God, I guess we have to yes and that. Yes, that's why you chief.
That's right. That's right. Now you go
that's
hunt.
Why you chief. You smart.
You go hunt. I protect camp.
Me go hunt.
There goes another one.
And then there was one.
Oh, we screwed up again, Ugg. Having brain, no life. Bash myself over the head. Brain too stupid. Done. No. Yeah, we have to bring the rats back in. Watch for Vermintide. Stay strong.
Oh no. This is in the 40K universe.
That's right. Caveman versus Scaveman. It's time to go.
Caveman versus Scaveman is so good. What?
You're welcome, Warhammer. You're welcome.
Damn.
We're gonna need an entire group of guys. 40 caveman? 40 caveman? It has to be a thing. Come on. Oh my God. Let me make that. Let me make 40 caveman. You can keep all the lizard people. You can keep them in. We'll bring in some, obviously all the chaos units you can still use, but humans?
Sure.
Humans? Oh, and the elves you can still use because the elves are still elves because they've been around a long time. But the cavemen, all humans, just cavemen. Just cavemen.
Perfect.
Riding raptors. So
everything else in the 40K universe is exactly the same.
Whoa. Obviously, we wouldn't have Tomb Kings because they would come later because they're Egyptian themed and we're cavemen. So you gotta but the skeleton, dinosaurs, and dino riders. Dudes who used to ride the dinos. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Damn.
40 caveman. The feral world.
That's beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. I love it.
Let's make that FMV.
I want
They should make a 40K FMV.
Right, but it's like Wing Commander level acting. Where it's not great.
Yes.
but it's there. Yeah.
Not great, but it's fun.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and the orcs. The orcs are other bigger cavemen.
Okay.
Right? They're just like, there's like the cavemen, like the weak humans.
Get down with that, yeah.
And there's like the giant, whatever those guys were. Homo Orcus. And they're just like, right? And the poor Homo erectus they're getting beat up. The Homo sapiens, done. Finished. Yeah.
Absolutely. Tragic.
No. The Orco Sapiens! That's the one. That's the one. No, it's Orco erectus. That's the one. Hey, come on, hey, boys. The Orco erectus. Let's go. But it's, yeah. But erectus has a K in it.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. You're welcome. World.
Jesse, tell us about the news.
Oh my goodness, so much news. A lot of it very cute and fun. The first thing I want to talk about, because it's so funny, I had in my mind what I thought this was going to be. Fortnite is bringing a bunch of people in. They're bringing in now, I don't even know how. They're bringing in the bride, and they're bringing a bunch of stuff from the mind of Feet Man. The mind of the man who loves feet.
What are you talking about?
I literally forgot his name, and that's what came out, Feet Man. So Feet Man, you know.
Feet Man?
Feet Man. Feet
Brother,
Man. Chat knows who I mean. Feet
what
Man.
What are you talking about?
Tarantino. Quentin Tarantino loves feet.
With a million guesses.
Quentin Tarantino loves feet. Anyway, Quentin Tarantino has a bunch of stuff coming to Fortnite. I thought that's very cute. But apparently they're, more importantly for fans.
Like Footnight. I'm sorry. Keep going.
No. It's good. No. That's good. That's very good. But apparently Director Feetman is releasing a short that is from the Bride series that has not been released before in Fortnite, which is pretty cool. I can't hear you anymore. Oh, I couldn't hear it anymore. Sorry. Bam, 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 with the samurai sword, and then it's and
Kill
she's like,
Bill?
yes, Kill Bill. It's the Bride series.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
it's not Kill Bill 1 and 2. It's the Bride. Anyway, in that cinematic universe, I guess they made a short that has not been released, and that's coming out in Fortnite. And so that's that thing, and was pretty cool. And I was like, oh, Fortnite's still doing stuff. I went and I watched the big like, I don't want to say EDM, but they keep having like concerts in it, and I keep looking at the different concerts they have, and they're just I think I'm still in caveman mode. I'm still in like
and right. Then Footman made movie. Movie have a lot of characters.
Movie. But they've been doing a lot of stuff in game, and I think it's really neat. And it's unnecessary, but they keep doing it. And I think that keeps it in pop culture, and it's very interesting to see. I understand why people still love it, and they still jump in there. I don't know. Yeah, they had a Daft Punk concert in the game, and that was really neat. But and that's the most recent one, but they've been doing a bunch of different cool things in it. Honestly, when it's not ham-fisted like a Star Wars thing, or like, you know, when it's something that's actually cool and not just like, here's Elon Musk hawking some bullshit, right? It's fun. They do a lot of fun stuff in there. Yeah. Anyway, in a completely different alternate reality version of that, the newest Hitman game is coming out with a Assassinate Slim Shady, where it's a game where you are hired by Eminem to hunt down and kill Slim Shady. That's the level. It's Eminem versus Slim Shady, and you are hired by M to hunt down Slim Shady and kill him. Now, in my mind, I thought, okay, that's fun. I love that. However, one of the things is it's an event. Yeah, it's not a full game. Please don't take it that way. It's an event in a game. It's like a little thing.
Well, sure. It's the equivalent of like a seasonal thing.
Yeah, it's like a little fun thing. But in my mind, I was like, oh, that's funny, because I would love the idea of if Eminem is like, hey, I want you to hunt down Slim Shady and kill him. But it's the Slim Shady from like the late 90s, early 2000s, where he's dressed up as like Robin, and he can like walk up walls.
Right.
He's like, woo, 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 woo. And so you're trying to kill like a comic book character. I thought that would be very fun if it was very silly.
Yeah.
But then I read the description, and the description is, the level is packed with psychological, dreamlike twists that mirror Slim Shady's fractured reality. Set within a medical facility in Hokkaido that has been reconfigured into a chaotic Pop Sump Hill asylum, the mission follows Agent 47 as he infiltrates a surreal environment where doctors, patients, and performers blur into one. And I think it's one of those I think it's less him being like, woo, 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 and more him being in the asylum with all the other Slim Shadys, and it's gonna be, you have to figure out which one's which. Does that make sense?
Oh.
From the music video?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I feel like that's what they're gonna do. But I would prefer it if it was him and whatever the hell Dre was, because he was dressed like Batman, but the two of them, doing wacky stuff. I don't know. It could be super fun. I thought that was very cute. And not at all what I expected. Are you being attacked by rats? Have they finally come for you?
They sprouted wings, so...
That's not great. Then in the world of gaming nonsense, shout out to my man Yoko Taro, the lovely director of the Nier series. People have been asking him, yo, when's the next game coming? It's been a while since you've had a game. And he replied, people often say things like, why don't you make the sequel to Nier? Or Yoko isn't doing any work. But lately, there have been many projects that ended up being stopped partway through. So I was working, but they just didn't make it out into the world. Since I've been paid for it, it's no personal problem for me. But because nothing has been released as output, it looks like I haven't been working. Yoko said he considered this a problem because he'd rather not be responsible for a game that doesn't live up to typical standards. So he doesn't want to release crap. I don't have any negative feelings about it, but I think it's better to not release something at all than to put out something odd or not quite right. And that's just, once again, the most honest man in gaming being like, I'm being paid to do stuff. I'm just not, look, none of the stuff I'm making, people want to like actually buy. So, all right, back to the drawing board. It's an honest answer. I love that about him.
They can't all be winners, guys.
Yeah. He's like, I'm like, sorry. So I thought that was cute. And then, I don't know if this is considered a story, but it's what everyone's talking about right now, where on, oh God, what is his name? Linus Tech Tips had a video this week that was like, the Steam machine is going to be competitively priced with a PC. And everyone's like, what does that mean? Because sometimes PCs are $5,000. And I guess, according to the video, they were in the room with them and were like, hey, is it gonna be priced like a console? And everyone in the room was like, ooh, which he was like, that's probably not a good sign. I think he said $500, and they seemed like everyone in the room was like, don't do that. So I would hope it'd be under.
How could it be more than that? That's insane.
Like, if it's over 1,000, no one's gonna buy that. It's just not gonna sell.
No way.
The closer you get to 1,000, it's just like, even $800 is too high.
People are naturally, they can argue all they want that it's not the same as a console, which sure it's not, but like everyone is going to compare its price to consoles.
Right. Yeah.
So they have to be realistic.
Yeah. I mean, like, if they could sell, like, in my mind, I feel like they would have to sell it for $699. I feel like that's the thing. That's like the highest they could go. Is be like, well, it's $700 because there's tax, but like it's $699. I feel like that's what they have. Like, they can't go higher than that.
No,
I just don't know who would buy it.
Even that, I think, is way too much. But
Yeah, I don't. We'll see. No one has any answers. This is one of those things that no one has. This is like this past week. Yoshi P for Final Fantasy was doing an interview in Korea, and so there's translation things or whatever. But literally said something along the lines of, "We are going to a Realm Reborn 2.0, some stuff with Final Fantasy," and that was it. When Final Fantasy 14, that's what he's talking about. And because there's so many things that could mean, the amount of videos that were made this week of people reacting to that statement with no fundamental knowledge, like, he's like, I want to change things about the game. I want to do this and this. People are like guessing it'll become a gacha game, that's not going to happen. Or there's going to like, or they're going to do you can join the game later in the story, or they're going to change the way the game play. There's all sorts of different things it could be. That. There's literally no answers, and so everyone's just speculating because like it is a non-statement. The man was like, we're going to change things. That could mean
a big thing or a small thing.
Yeah,
like
it could literally. He's like, we'll tell you about it at FanFest. Okay, but that could mean anything. And so I think it's one of those things where it's like, there's no. I guess everyone wants to talk about it. I'm talking about it right now, but it's one of those things where like it doesn't. It's nothing right now, but. I like that people are talking and speculating. That's fun. Look, you still do care about Final Fantasy 14, you liars. All right.
It's a dead game, Jesse.
It's dead. Yeah, no one cares. Then the greatest news of the week. The news that we needed to end on today because it's the greatest thing. Well, we'll do one more news story after this, but this is the best one.
Okay.
Nintendo. So Kirby Air Riders came out this week. Nintendo has begun removing player-made Kirby Air Riders machine designs for the game because it's Kirby in a bikini. And when I say you have no clue what this looks like, Dukes, you have no clue. This mode, and don't look it up, I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to link it to everyone in chat too.
Okay.
My Machines mode lets players collect various stickers and other designs, then applies them to the game's machines. The ability to scale, resize, and rotate these assets means that some, if you have ingenuity, you can mess with things and create a wide range of wacky designs. Players can then upload their machine designs to the machine market, an online directory where other players can buy their designs using coins earned in races. Each time a design sells, the price goes up slightly, meaning the more popular designs become increasingly more expensive. Pretty cool idea. Very fun.
Sure. Okay.
Here is the image. I'm going to send it to you first because you deserve to see this. It's not what you think. It won't be.
Oh my God. What is that?
Apparently, it is a meme in Japan that has been around since like 2021.
Okay.
And and I guess this is a thing that like Japanese players have been doing for some time, creating this thing. And so it just finally got Nintendo's attention. Nintendo's like, we can't have this on here, guys.
Nintendo was finally like, wait a minute. Oh my God.
It's perfect. Yep.
Bro,
so that's
it doesn't even look like Kirby.
I don't know what it's supposed to like. I don't know. They took a star design or they stretched and inflated a Kirby. Like I just don't know. I just don't know.
It looks like Patrick Star from SpongeBob, but in a bikini.
That's a peak physical specimen. I love that guy.
I'm not body shaming anybody. I'm just saying.
Oh,
that
man.
looks like Patrick. That looks like Patrick, not Kirby.
There you go. Love that. But then the last one, just because we got Game Awards nominations this week, I didn't want to go over the whole thing. We'll do that when the actual awards happen. But very much went through. I voted myself. It was tough this year. I have no idea. Last year, I was like, I know who's going to win. This year, I have no clue on a lot of things. But you know who the internet thinks does? Metacritic. Every year, someone goes in and wages out how Metacritic influences the Game Awards choices. And they say, based on Metacritic scores, this is who should win each category.
Okay.
All right. Game of the Year, Hades 2. Best Indie Game of the Year, Blueprints or Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Debut Game, Blueprints or Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Action Game, Hades 2. Best Action Adventure Game, Split Fiction. Best RPG, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Best Fighting Game, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Best Family Game, Split Fiction or Donkey Kong Bonanza. Best Sim, Final Fantasy Tactics, The Evil East Chronicles. Best Sports or Racing Game, Mario Kart World. Best Multiplayer Game, Split Fiction. Best Mobile Game, Uma Musume. Best VR AR Game, Arcane Age. Best Narrative, Clair Obscur. Best Art Direction, Hades 2. Best Adaptation, Last of Us Season 2. That's what it's saying. Yeah, based on those.
A lot of that rings true.
Yeah, like, I don't know that Hades 2 will win Game of the Year, but
I would be really surprised about that.
Yeah, but they're saying this is one of those, like, this is what it's based off of Metacritic, so I'm curious. But yeah, like, I played Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I thought there was a lot that was kind of like jank with that, but with that said, it's not bad. It's just, you know, I don't know that it would win Best Fighting Game.
Yeah.
I feel like that would go to the Riot game. The Riot game everyone's been hype as shit on, so I figure like that would probably win. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Golden Joysticks just happened in Hades 2, Clair Obscur. Like everyone was doing, things were good, things were happening. But also, more importantly, the Golden Joysticks nominated for the voice role, nominated Alex Jordan for The Alters, who played multiple characters, and he was not nominated.
Yeah.
Look,
which makes sense.
I love Clair Obscur, but 3 noms is like from one game for one category, not even like best supporting actor or best actor, but like best performance. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
And there was, and you know, there was no one from Dispatch nominated. There's a lot of games, but nothing was. Yeah. You know, I don't know. We'll see. But I also feel like that was a tough one, because going through it, I was like, there are 3 different ones from Clair Obscur. That's like when 3 people of one party run against one person of another party, and the person wins because like they split the vote. So I was like, is it gonna be Indiana Jones year? What's gonna happen here? I don't know. I have no clue.
Here we go.
I have no clue. We'll see. Yeah, this entire awards season, I'm like, I don't know. I have no clue. We'll see. But yeah, I have a lot of good friends who are up for awards, so I hope they win stuff. And if not,
for sure.
Hey man, I tried. I'm only 1 vote. But that's the news.
We're all just doing our part.
Wait a minute. Really quickly. Yes. Like I said, Kirby Air Riders is out this week. Demon School, which is a very cool looking, like stylish tactics RPG. News Tower, which is a tycoon thing where you run a newspaper. That's very cool. I really want to play that, but like as like a smut peddler and see if I can get away with it. And then next week we have Constance, which is like a 2D hand-drawn platforming adventure game. And then for sports fans, Project Motor Racing. And then that's it through December, because holidays here in the States.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw indeed.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
What have you got going on this next week and weekend?
Hopefully by Monday I'll have all of Amanda the Adventurer 3 up for you guys. Just a lot to edit through.
Nice.
Mostly because there's one section where we got stuck for literally an hour and a half, and I don't want that to see the internet. The world doesn't need to see that. It's embarrassing to all of us. So I've got to edit it down. And then also, man, this coming week there's also Sleep Awake. I'm really excited for that. That's the game that is by Blumhouse and also 9 Inch Nails, and it's like it's artsy trippy game where like you don't know whether you're dreaming or awake or whatever. It's amazing. I played the demo. It's fantastic. I can't wait to play that. So we're gonna try and do that on Scary Game Squad.
I remember you hyping that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That comes out the 2nd. And then I'll probably go through all these. Like I have Dukes. I got so much stuff. I still want to play the Alabaster Dawn demo that you were like talking about. There's a game called Effulgence. There's a demo for that. It looks like ASCII RPG kind of stuff. I got tons of stuff I want to play. I still need to play the full.
2 came out. I really want to play that.
Yeah, I still got the full Seance of Blake Manor to play. In Tycoon, right? That's that's cool.
Yep.
There's so much stuff. And I just don't have enough time. So that's where I'm at.
For sure.
What are you up to?
For sure, dude. Starting next week, I'm back to my normal schedule. So I'm really excited to finish up Dispatch. Probably redo that last chapter if I can finagle it, because that was so piss-offy. I was so mad.
You're falling in the Jesse trap. It's happening.
It infuriated me, man. Dispatch. I still haven't finished Silk Song. I definitely got to get back into that. Like I said, there's Moonlighter came out. There's just stuff. There's so much stuff to do. Sam and I still have to play Split Fiction.
Oh, it's so good.
Wanting to do that in the next week. Yeah, very excited. So, yeah, just playing lots of stuff. Being a little mushroom, you know the deal.
I get it. No.
Yeah. Fighting off the rats.
Oh.
Vermintide 3 in my office. You get it. Normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if you enjoyed Geekenders, thank you so much. You can find all of the other ones on youtube.com/Jesse Cox. And we're on the podcasty sites.
That's true.
Are we doing one on Friday?
Yeah.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, we'll be here. I think that's it. I think we're done. I think we crushed it.
We did.
Take care of yourselves, everybody. Have an amazing weekend. If you're celebrating something this next week, be safe, have fun, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the Geekenders podcast. MegaRan, Jesse and Dodger, what up? Let's go. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow and see what the Geekenders are all about. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt. Yo, another end of another long week. Got a job and a kid, I know that you all beat. So take a second, grab a drink and vibe while we catch you up in just a matter of time. On gaming, comics, whatever you're doing. If you're nerdy like us, then you know you should tune in. Thank you for sharing our world with us. Now follow, subscribe, and turn this up. Yo, it's the weekend. Yeah, it's time to geek out. Let it begin. Go on, stream and shout. It's Jesse and Dodger, so give them a follow. #1 geek podcast, without a doubt.